been great. And so today we have a guest. I'll talk all day long if I start talking about her. So I'm gonna let her tell you guys about her. And then we'll go from there. Miss Clark, actually. Yes, I almost got it wrong. Miss Keneitra Clark. Okay, go ahead. See, that's why I'm not talking. Go ahead.
Okay. So a little bit about myself. My name is Keneitra Clark. I am a wife, a mother of 3 beautiful children, and that's important, but I am a real estate agent here in the Columbia, South Carolina area. I've been in real estate now for 2.5 years, coming on 3 years in July. Whoop, whoop. So I'll soon be a broker. And what else? Those are the most important things to me.
Okay. So, well, I mean, that's enough. That is a lot. A wife, a mother, a real estate agent, close to being a real estate broker. That is a lot. I mean, let's get into the discussion then. So, at what point did you realize being a business owner was the best choice for you in your life?
Okay. Life happens so fast with me. So, I realized, I won't go into too much detail because if I do, I probably will cry. So I realized I wanted to be a business owner after I had my oldest child, Kylie. Kylie went through many different sicknesses. So I was working corporate America. Every time she got sick, I had to leave work or even call out. And jobs only take so many absences and calling out. At the time, my husband had quit his job and started doing home inspections full time. So he motivated me saying, well, Red, you should get into real estate. He said, for one, my personality, of course, and for 2, my love for people and what they want. I am a motivating person. So he said, you should definitely get into real estate. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get into it. I took the class and I took the class once and I was like, okay, I think I'll start liking it. So I was like, I continued on at my previous employment, which when Kylie was sick, I was doing real estate and working at the same time.
Wow.
Yes. So it didn't work out. I didn't pass the real estate test the first time. So I left my previous employment because of missing a lot of days, leaving early. I had started, it was a bad habit. Well, not a habit because I had to leave because my baby was always sick. But I was like, I need a fresh start. So got a new job at Blue Cross Blue Shield. When I started at Blue Cross Blue Shield, I found out I was 2 months pregnant with my second child.
Yeah, life happened. Yeah, life happened, huh?
Life happens, but this is the good part. So I started at Blue Cross. I was like, okay, I got to go back and get my real estate license because at that point I was pregnant. I was tired. I didn't want to go in nobody's job. So I was studying, taking the class, leaving Blue Cross, going to real estate school. I said, nothing is going to stop me. So I went past the class test, both parts, state and national. And I went on to take the bid test, passed it my 10th time.
Your what time?
10th.
Okay. So, I got to ask about that because a lot of us, especially as moms, we tend to wear a lot of hats as moms because a lot of times by the time we become moms, we haven't really found ourselves. Like we know ourselves in the sense of being a mom and having a family, but what about the outside of the house and outside of the family? So it's like, it's easy because you got things with the babies, you got other things you're obligated to do. So it's easy to get discouraged. So, I mean, you had so much going on from your baby being sick to a new baby coming. It's like, how did you not, like, what kept you from giving up? Because I heard you say after I took my test the 10th time, what kept you from giving up?
Oh, it was motivation. I was like, I put in so much time, so much money into real estate. I said, I can't stop. I can't give up. And after I was pregnant with my son, then I had him, and I was like, I didn't go back to work. I was unemployed. So I said, I got to have some kind of income, but I can't go back through what I was going through, because at the time I was 2 kids in, a full-time mom, full-time. At the time I was engaged. I wasn't a wife. But what pushed me to keep going was the motivation from my husband, the motivation from other people telling me, go ahead, you got it. You done took it this many times. Just keep taking it. Sooner or later, you're going to pass.
Yeah.
The 10th time. Oh, and also, this is funny. During the time I was taking it, that was when Beyonce was coming to Columbia. And my husband was sitting down doing his report. He looked at me. He said, if you don't pass that test tomorrow, we're not going to the concert. Anybody who know me know I am a diehard B fan. So I went, I took the test, and I passed.
So it took Beyonce.
It took Beyonce. And all those other times, I'm like, okay, I'm tired of taking this test. I got 10 pictures, because you have to take your picture every time you go. I got 10 pictures. And I was like, oh my God, I'm tired of going. I am tired. But I'm like, I know it, why I'm not passing. But thank God, once I passed, I wrote a contract 2 weeks after having my license.
Hold up, wait a minute. Tell the DJ bring it back. Whoa. Wait a minute. Okay, let's talk about this now. Come on, Jesus.
Yes.
Okay. 10 times taking the test. Right after you take the test, you got your first contract in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
What?
Weeks. I didn't even have access to open the doors. I didn't have access to the MLS. A client called me, hey, I see this house I want. I know you got your license. Can you help me get this house? I was at the Beyonce concert sending the offer.
It's like that. Look, and I'm just like blown away because, I did real estate at one point, and so it took me 30 days to get my first contract, and I was like, yeah, I'm in there 30 days, but 2 weeks? I mean, because I don't think people understand, like, how much work it takes to actually get a contract. You got your contract within 2 weeks. Oh my God.
2 weeks.
Oh.
I did $500,000 in sales in 5 months.
OMG. I got questions, but I don't want to get too far off track because, baby, I got questions. And we kind of already talked about your obstacles that you've had to face. So we talking about all this volume you did. Your first contract in 2 weeks, $500,000 in your first, year, you say?
No, 5 months.
5 months. So that leads me directly to my next question. How do you balance it all? Like, how do you balance being this rock star real estate agent, this bomb mom, bomb wife, and keep yourself together? Like, how do you balance all of that?
I guess, how would I say this? It's not strong will, but it got to get done. Stuff got to get done. And I am a big schedule person. Time is of the essence. Like, I try to have a schedule for everything. I try to have time for my kids. I try to have time for my husband. Rewind. I try to have time for self first.
Okay, let's talk about that because I felt that, yeah. And I know that's important. So let's like really, really talk about that.
Self is very, very important. I can't stress this enough to moms now. Either if you work, a full-time job, if you hitting the clock, or if you're an entrepreneur, you have to find time for yourself. If you don't find time for yourself, everything else is going to be out of whack, because you're the head honcho. You do everything. So what I do is I make a schedule for myself from the time I get up to the time I sit down. Yeah. Wow. I have also learned when the pandemic started, because I had the last baby. She was 3 months when the pandemic first started. It was hard balancing real estate with two school-age kids, a newborn baby being home. It was hard. I was probably about to lose my mind. I said, okay, these kids can't function without me. So I had to find time for myself. I started exercising at home. During nap time, I would read a book when they sleep, or at night, meditation. Even if it's 15 to 30 minutes, you have to find time to sit down and be like, I did it. I made it through the day. So I can do the same thing again tomorrow. But you got to always remember, don't pressure yourself. Only do what you can do. Some stuff is out of your control. Of course, the kids got to eat, so you're going to feed them. Of course, you got to work, but you have to also be disciplined when it comes to work. Us as entrepreneurs, every time something happens or every time somebody calls, we want to jump. We want to go. We have to discipline ourselves and make a schedule for our clients as well, stating, okay, this is my schedule. This is when I work. This is when I with family. This is one day I have on the weekend, or I work 2 weekends out the month. It's all about balancing. But self-care for us mothers is very important. I don't miss a day from the gym other than Sunday. Sunday is family day.
Okay.
Monday through Saturday is go day.
Okay. So you mentioned like meditation, like, so because a lot of people find it hard, and I know when I first started trying to meditate, I would fall asleep. Yeah. So how do you get past that for the people who have or beginning to try to meditate or have never meditated? Like, how do you get past that? Do you go in with a thought in mind, or do you have like a goal in mind? How do you do that?
I go in, you exhale your day. It's over. Your day is over. When you meditate, your day is over. So you don't go back and think about what happened throughout the day. But what I usually do when I meditate, sometimes I use soft music. It depends on my mood. So some days I use soft music, or some days I like to listen to YouTube. I like to listen to podcasts. So it really depends on what mood I am. What you want to learn. So if you're sitting down and you're like, oh, I want to learn about stocks, you can meditate and listen to a YouTube video about stocks. Or you can meditate and listen to a video about real estate or real estate investing. So it's all about how you feel. Now, in the beginning, I would fall asleep because I would be so drained. When you sit down, you would be so drained. Let the window up, get a little fresh air flowing in the room. Get your little diffuser, put some oil in there, and just relax yourself. So I'm big on YouTube videos though. I'm very big on those.
So, because I want to go back to the schedule, because I don't want to miss that. You mentioned earlier that we can't miss that. We cannot. You mentioned earlier that you make a schedule, you create a schedule from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. And so in my head, it's like, okay, I'm waking up 4:30, get up, open my eyes, wash my face, do whatever, Is that how your schedule looks? Like, how do you break it down by hour, by 30-minute increments? How do you do that?
It's pretty much by the hour. Now, okay. I will say, once the kids are at school, my day is like, boop, 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 because I'm all over the place. Real estate, with the way the market is now, you definitely got to move when your clients say move. But how my day consisted of 5 o'clock, I'm up. I'm not one of them people that iron clothes on Sunday. I don't do it.
Me neither. I think most people do that.
Yeah. I just can't do it on Sunday because Sunday is our family day. We take time to enjoy each other as a family. So I'm like, I'm not ironing no clothes on Sunday. I got to sit down and enjoy my family on Sunday. So when I get up in the morning, 5 o'clock, I'm up. I iron clothes from 5 to maybe 5:20 because it don't take me long. They wear uniforms every day. Just a little warm iron, throw them, you know. So I usually get the kids up by 5:45 to maybe about 6:15. They up in the tub, husband getting the son ready, Kylie get herself ready, baby still asleep. I'm downstairs cooking breakfast. You with me?
Okay, I'm tracking him. This is a go ahead, baby. I'm listening.
So daddy getting the
Wait
son
a minute.
ready.
Wait a minute, y'all. If y'all ain't paying attention to this, okay, we need to make sure we listen. We listening because we talk about as women, we talk about having it all. We talk about a good man, this, that, and the third. But not too often outside of our physical appearance do we as women talk about what it takes to be a good mother or a good wife or what it takes to have it all. Because right now we're talking to a lady that has her business, has her children, has her husband. So in a sense, she has what we call, or what I would call personally, it all. And she's telling us how to do it. And it don't sound like it's for the faint, baby. It don't sound like it's for the faint.
Oh no, no, ma'am. Yeah, get up, get the kids up. The kids had a bath. I'm downstairs making breakfast. Listen, nobody leave out this house home. Okay.
That's
no.
See, I know a little too much because that sound like that's something that come from grandma right there. But I was just gonna leave that alone.
Nobody leave out this house hungry. And I ain't talking about Pop-Tart. I ain't talking about toaster strudel. I ain't talking about cereal. I'm talking about grits, vegan sausage, homemade juice out the juicer, and toast. Okay.
Yeah, that's grandma. Keep going.
Okay. So breakfast cooking. Kylie out the tub, putting the clothes on. Junior fully dressed. By this time, breakfast is cooking. I come upstairs. I get myself together for the gym. Then I get baby ready. Baby should be ready. I usually have Lulu ready if it's about, I come back upstairs about 6:45. Between 6:45 and about 7:15, I'm getting myself ready and getting the baby ready. About 7:30, we almost done eating breakfast and ready to go out the door. Now, I'm usually late for school. I don't know. Kylie have to be to school by 7:45. We get there between 7:45 and 8 o'clock. I never got there right on time.
Oh God!
But she's
already had breakfast though, so she's walking in class right on time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from the time I drop them off at school, let's say 8 o'clock, they get there 8. From 8 o'clock to 8:30, I'm on the way to gym. 8:30 to 9:15, I'm at the gym. From 10:30 to 2 o'clock is real estate. If it's either showing the house, doing follow-up calls, follow-up texts, getting clients pre-approved, anything real estate related, I'm doing. So from 2 o'clock to 3:30, that's self-care again. Because I went to the gym this morning. I did the real estate stuff. So now I need to rest before job number 2. And that's the children. So that's usually what I'm doing. So from 4:30 till 8 o'clock is dinner, homework, and bedtime. And that's it. That's usually how my schedule is.
Wow. And you got it down to a T with everything.
Almost.
Everything included, because we'll be so busy and we'll schedule everything but ourselves. Like I can work out tomorrow. And then 2-3 days gonna pass out and
you ain't got the gym yet.
You ain't hit the gym yet. That's last priority. But then you moving out throughout the day sluggish and tired. And so because I heard you and I don't even know was this a lifestyle choice for you or was it something that you had to do? But how much do your exercise and your diet plays a role into you being effective throughout the day?
It doesn't play too much of a big role because I was working on my diet before I started exercising. So it's usually now everything is kind of like balancing out. But I have noticed if I don't go exercise, I do feel more sluggish. So I'm like, okay, I got to go exercise because if not, I'm gonna be tired and I ain't gonna be no good. So it can affect my day, but it can't if I'm making sense.
Yeah, yeah. And I asked because I heard you mention vegan sausage. And I know from me transitioning from or changing my diet or trying to per se change my lifestyle, I noticed I had more energy.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas certain things I would eat, I would be like tired or I would have to get like that nap. Right. And I can tell like when I cheat or when I don't eat right, I get back like sluggish again.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, when you mention it, I'm like, okay, so I don't know why she made, the choice to change her lifestyle, but hearing your busy day and everything you're balancing and juggling, I'm like, okay, I'm wondering if, what I'm saying, her diet affects her as much as mine affects me,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
so,
yeah. I try not to change my diet too much. I try to be consistent, with what I eat because I exercise. And if I eat bad the day before, when I go to the gym the next day, I'm going to pay for it. Or either I'm going to pay for it the same day. So I try to keep a consistent diet. Of course, sometimes I eat a little oatmeal pie or something that I normally don't eat, but I try not to eat something that's really going to affect my day to day.
Okay. So I have a new question. Okay. What do you have or what advice would you give to someone who's probably like, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur. I think I can do it, but I'm not sure if I can do it. I'm scared. I don't know. You know what? I'm not going to do it.
Do it. Do it. You don't know until you do it. I hear a lot of people afraid of entrepreneur, but if you have, a lot of people like to make excuses. We all do because we're afraid, but turn your excuses into work. If excuses and work, if we put them together, excuses would be here, up here, work would be down here because we don't want to do the work. We always make excuses, just like the gym. Say, for example, a lot of people say, oh, I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym. Oh, I'm so tired. But you got to put in that work if you want to see results. So when it comes to wanting to do entrepreneur, just do it because you don't know until you give it a try. But at the same time, you have to do what's best for you, what's best for your family. You have to make you a schedule. You have to set a time and say, okay, I'm going to work on, let me see what can I compare it to? Okay, let's say I do real estate investing. Before I started, you have to educate yourself on what you want to do. So I picked the time of the day. I'm going to take this time. I'm going to learn about hard money. Or I'm going to take this day. I'm going to learn about door knocking. I'm going to take this day. You have to set time, just a little time, an hour out your day. Just as much time we sit down and be on Facebook, we can close our Facebook.
Oh, God.
Get a book. That hour that we spend on Facebook, get you a book and read.
You ain't coming for their social media now, I know.
I do it. Instagram, Snapchat, all that. Shopping. I'm big on, you know how we do.
Mm-hmm, I know.
You know how we do. Look, put stuff in our cart, but don't get it.
Uh-huh.
That part.
Yeah.
So we sit down at night, be scrolling. But if you want to do something, if you want to become an entrepreneur, take, I'm not saying social media is negative, but it's not going to get you where you need to be.
Okay. Come on now. Preach.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Being on Facebook, being on Instagram is not going to get you that entrepreneurship until you get there. Of course, once you get there, you get your license or get to doing whatever you want to do, you market on social media. But to get there, we have to take away those negative things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We love our family. We love our friends. I can't go out to eat with you this weekend. I got to sit home. I got to study because I got somewhere I want to be. You feel me? You following me? Things like that. Hey, girl, you want to go to the mall? You want to go? I can't do it. I can't because I got some things I'm working on.
Yeah.
And the same with money.
My extra money going up here to the business. You know, it's I can't spend it on dinner, or you know what I'm saying, I'm having to cut myself off. I can't get coffee like I want to because I'm pouring over here.
Yes. If it's something that you know you do every day, you got to slack up with doing it.
Yeah.
You got to, because you got to put into that business. As I tell my clients all the time, y'all, if you want a house, you would do whatever you got to do to get it. If it means cooking your dinner, taking your lunch to work. Because a lot of people love to say, oh, girl, you want to go out for dinner? I'm trying to get this house. I got to have my down payment for this house. If you don't already have it saved up. But you will see, you will have a better insight when you start to be an entrepreneur, when you start to be a homeowner. No matter what business you go towards, you would say, okay, I have this goal. I got to reach my goal. I have to have money to start this business. You have to have money to get an LLC.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So it's definitely write them goals down, stick with them. Don't write 10 goals. I have to tell people, if you got goals that you want to achieve, write 3. Keep it at a minimum. Because if you write 10, you're going to try to do 1, you're going to try to do 7, you're going to go back to 2, you're going to go to 8. Just do 3 at a time. Once you reach them 3 goals, write down 3 more. Because it becomes too much when you write too many goals.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Warren Buffett had this thing where he said, write down your top 25 goals and then look at all 25 and scratch out the ones that are not important to you right now at this moment. And you only focus on this moment. And that's what we call putting first things first, because you'll get distracted. Not only that, you get overwhelmed. So I'm glad you brought up that point. So my last question for the day, because we'll keep on talking, because I'm trying to
we can talk all day. We could.
What piece of advice would you give your little girl self? I always do this for the podcast. So if there was one piece of advice that you would give your little girl self, what would it be?
Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Work. You got to work. Everything don't come easy. You got to work. Even my little child, to this day, she'll say, Mama, I don't want to read. Well, how you gonna be this veterinarian you want to be? You think you're just gonna be able to cut open a cat and save it, but you don't know what you're doing? You got to work. Don't be lazy. If you got to go to the library, get books, you can sit on the couch and read a book. You can open a computer or on your phone, Google, whatever you want to learn. But you don't think it's gonna be given to you. Reach out to people. Ask, like I reach out to different real estate agents all the time, asking how they deal with certain situation. Have they been in a certain situation that I'm in? But you can't be lazy.
Wow. Well, y'all heard it here first. This is Conversations with a Grown Woman, where we as women can choose to grow together in love. Nothing is off limits. We will talk about our homes, our hearts, our children, our God. Listen, if we said something that did not sit well with you, please let us know. You guys know my email. Miss Keneitra, how can they get in touch with you? Let's say somebody's listening, they want to purchase a home. Let's not forget that. Okay.
Most definitely not. Okay. My Facebook is Keneitra Clark. That's my personal. My personal is open to the public. It's not private. I also have a business page. It is red.e.home solutions LLC. My Instagram is also Red Home Solutions LLC. You can also visit my webpage, which is Midlands Homes SSC. So it's 2 S. Midlands MIDLANDHOMESSC.com. And also, most importantly, contact me 803-862-6991.
Repeat that number again. Just make sure they heard it.
803-862-6991. Call anytime.
You guys got it. You guys got it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hold on.